welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to talk to you guys today. As you can see, our background is a little bit different than usual. My background is still under construction, so that's why we are in the Nerdament podcast room. If you guys don't know what Nerdament is, I will link their channel down below. Definitely check them out. They're super generous and nice to allow me to use their background here. So yeah, this is not sponsored by them, but just know, awesome podcast. Should definitely check them out, especially if you're into nerd things, which is something we're going to be talking about today. Stranger Things. If you're mad at me because I said it's a nerd thing, they played Dungeons and Dragons in the in the series. So like, don't get mad at me, okay? But we're just gonna hop in today. Today is just going to be a Stranger Things bedroom inspo design. So that's basically what we're doing. If you guys haven't seen my videos where I do like design inspirations off of TV shows before, definitely check out my Bridgerton one after this one. But yeah, I'm just gonna walk you guys through my Pinterest board this time. So I already went ahead and like picked everything out this time, and so I'm just gonna kind of like show you guys what I picked out for this bedroom inspo, and then also just kind of explain like my reasoning behind it and why I thought it would be a good fit for this style of room. But yeah, so let's jump in. Per usual, I'm gonna go ahead and do my screen recording for you guys. And so I did create a Pinterest board for Stranger Things. I've created way too many Pinterest boards at this point. Like, I really need to start deleting some, or you guys need to start letting me know if you're actually using them, because I'm only keeping them up there for you. But as you guys can see at the very beginning, we have pillows. Now, I was very all over the place with pillows because one thing about pillows in a bedroom is that you use pillows to layer. You use pillows in different areas. So I was just like, you know what? Let's have fun with some pillows. Let's get like a different dynamic of pillows that we could use in this room. So in the first top corner, we have these William & Sonoma pillows. I know I talk about William & Sonoma too much, but the basic reasoning behind these pillows is just because they have stripes in them and they have a texture to them. If you know me, you know I love stripes and you know I love texture. And especially in Stranger Things, they wear a lot of stripes. It's the 80s style, so you have a lot of stripes, you have a lot of bright colors. You have a lot of those things, and so I just picked these pillows because if you were wanting to go for on a more muted side of this design, I wanted to give something that still incorporated the stripes and that design and texture into the room, but also kind of gave you a more muted color palette, because a lot of the Stranger Things color palette, from what we can see, is a lot of blues, reds, purples, and a little bit of like a greenish color. If I scroll down here, I had their cover as inspo. So like, as you can see, that inner area is like a tealish greenish color. So yeah, most of my inspo came from this picture. I just tried to pull as many things from it as I could for this bedroom. So yeah, that's why I wanted to give you guys a more muted pillow choice. Now, also in the pillow section, we have this really cute and fun pillow. This pillow right here, I really like it, but I just didn't know if it was too much color or if it was not enough color. So I put it in here, but I don't know 100% if it's gonna stay. It's one of those things, like I said, you layer pillows, you see what works together, you see what doesn't work together, and I didn't know yet. I didn't know. I'd have to see it in person. But I also have this happy face pillow. I really liked this. I thought it was super cute. In Stranger Things, I'll try to pull up a reference photo here for you guys, because I saved one in here of them in their basement. And so, as you can see in the background, there's a lot of like knitted blankets that they have. Like, this was definitely a time area of like quilts, knitted blankets from grandma, all those types of great things. And so that's kind of just the inspiration I pulled from this pillow. It's a crochet throw pillow, and I love the little smiley face on it. And so I wanted to incorporate that purple into this room as well. So I also included this purple chair that I thought would go great in a little book nook. And so I would use this smiley face pillow in that chair just to bring like, you know, the whimsy back, the color back, but also, you know, to incorporate, you know, more pillows, more fun, relaxing spaces, because I feel like in Stranger Things, their homes, the basement, it's a very fun and relaxing space, even though they're talking about the most like deadly things and trying to strategize. I feel like the 80s was that time of like not so much caring about how things mixed well in the home, just more so caring about what was comfortable, what was fun, what looked cool, and those kind of aspects. So yeah. Now jumping down, this was my inspiration for the book nook area. So instead of doing like this, how it's kind of like a bedding here situation, I would just actually do this wall, but just throw that chair in the middle of it with the smiley face pillow there, because I didn't really want to do like a whole like bed area situation. If you wanted to, you could, but I just thought about it and I was just like, it would be a whole lot more to do that when it came to like what type of fabric to do the upholstery with. We'd have to get way more pillows. So yeah, if you're interested in that specific type of book nook, definitely love it as well. That's why I chose it, but I just kind of wanted to take it down to a little simpler of a step for people with just a chair and a cute pillow thrown in there. And so my inspiration from that was just going back to the basement, how in the background they have areas where they have their like games and, you know, like music and stuff like that. And honestly, like now that I'm thinking about it, you could use that little book nook area for more if you wanted it to be like an open storage type situation. If you wanted it to have little like retro knickknacks on it, if you wanted to, you know, hang your pops or like shelve your pops like my fiance does constantly all the time. Yeah, that would be another great place to just kind of like express yourself and express kind of like what you're trying to bring into the room. So yeah, I do love that area. I think it is super cute. Now I did want to jump down a little bit. If I go a little bit out of order, I'm sorry, but I did want to go into the actual bed frame that I chose. And so I chose this boxer velvet bed frame in teal blue with black legs from Furniture World. And the reason I chose this one is because the back of it, the headboard, really gave me like couch vibes, if that makes any sense. I found another one before this one, but it's just the lineage and the style of it just really gave me like this feeling of a couch. And I loved the color because it brought back in that teal blue color that we were trying to get off of the board. So I chose this for in the bedroom. And then also for the nightstands, I chose these nightstands. The reasoning behind these Christine Black cane nightstands was because, for one, they are rounded. A lot of 80s furniture is rounded, especially from what we see, from what we see in the basement. There's a lot of furniture that has rounded edges, you know, circular, stuff like that. So I just wanted to kind of bring back in that feature in the home. And then also the other inspiration that I got was in this picture, there is a fence on the board, and so I just kind of wanted to bring something into the room that would give like a fence texture, and not immediately scream fence, but have like a fence texture to it. And so that's why I went with this cane nightstand, because of the way the holes and everything are. It kind of gives that sense of a fence. But yeah, so that's the nightstand that I chose. And then if we jump up, I just chose a similar drawer Honestly, if I was doing this, I might choose a dresser that is a little bit closer in resemblance to the one I already chose, but this one was the closest I could find on Pinterest. So there might be like a set out there. I was actually looking into doing like a more fun and funky style dresser, but I couldn't really find one on Pinterest. But just know, for a dresser, I would go with something as well that's like rounded. If it has cane with it as well, that's great. If it doesn't, another thing I was thinking is just, you know, those dressers that are kind of like rounded and they have like the oval shaped drawers, and they're just kind of like more of like a sleek-ish style. I don't know if that made sense to anyone, but that's what was also coming in my head as inspo for this room. So I just wanted to let you guys know that as well. Now, of course, we had to have a checkerboard shag rug, because what is the 80s without a shag rug? I really liked this rug because it tied in with the pillow, the cylinder pillow that I chose over here, and I just thought those would just be two really great things together in this room. And then also moving down, of course, when it comes to like pillows, this would be a specific pillow that I would put on the bed. Of course, we're doing layerings and stuff as like that, so there would be another pillow included, but I really wanted to include this burnt orange pillow because for one, it's always good to have a good base color pillow when you're layering your pillows, just to have a color to like tie back into. And then also I chose this blanket for like the end of the bed for a layer there as well. And so this blanket had the orange in it that I was going for as well, so I wanted to incorporate that orange with the pillow. Now for the overall, like the duvet, the comforter of this, I actually just went with a basic white comforter, because in my mindset I was just thinking this is a fun bed to layer. Like, there are so many things that you can layer with. Like I said, the 80s was the time of crochet quilts, of knitted quilts. Like, that was the time where you had way too many quilts from your grandma. And so like, with the color scheme that we have, with the palette that we have, like, this is a great time that you can layer pillows, you can layer blankets. And so I just wanted to give more creative freedom on that side, and not really like tie us down to a busy comforter there. So just a basic white one there. Now, oh my bad. Now, of course, when it comes to like the styling of the room, because you know me, I love accent walls, I love bringing in accent walls. These two pictures on the bottom here are just going to be my inspiration for an accent wall. So this one on this side right here, this 9 studding timber feature wall, this one is the exact type of like wood coloration and like wood shape that I would want. The only reason the other one is here as inspo is because I would actually like for it to be carried up the wall and up through the ceiling, if that makes any sense. So yeah, if it was like carried up and up over the ceiling, I just think that would add like just a great aspect to the room and a lot of warmth to the room, because especially in Stranger Things, in the first season for sure, they spend a lot of time in the basement. And so I just wanted to bring that basement aspect, that wood aspect in to this room, because what is Stranger Things without the basement? Let's be honest, they meet in there like all the time. So yeah, so definitely wanted to include that. And then of course the iconic wall with the letters that she created. We couldn't leave that out. So I tried to find like lamps that had like Christmas light style lamps or something in that sense. But since I couldn't find that, I really loved this string light idea. Another idea that could be used if you aren't a big string light girl, or if that's not something that you would want to do in this room, is there's actually, I found these yesterday and I didn't save them. I regret not saving them now, but they're basically pendant lamps that are made from barbed wire. And so that would be honestly another really cool aspect that you could add. I know I saw a lot of DIY ones as well. So if you wanted to do like drop down pendants, like kind of in this picture, that were like barbed wire, that would be another great way to just bring light into the room, but also bring in the aspect of Stranger Things and of that like source of everything. But yeah, and then also we just have to have, oh my bad, we'll use this one instead. I didn't expect that to be so live, but yeah, we just have to have a neon sign. Like, neon signs were just so popular for a while. I don't know if they're still very popular, but I feel like you could not do a Stranger Things style room without a red neon sign. For me personally, I wouldn't do the word Stranger Things. If it was my bedroom, I would do like Victoria as in the neon sign. I would do maybe like something like this where it's like girl power in the neon sign. But yeah, I just think it's super cool that you could like play around with it, kind of make it your own thing, but still have that vibe and that feel of Stranger Things that we're trying to portray and bring into the room. But yeah, and then jumping up here, I definitely wanted to include some type of star situation. Now, I did look at wallpapers and I didn't really enjoy the wallpapers and the features that the wallpapers brought because sometimes you don't want it always to feel like a dark dungeon in your bedroom, if that makes any sense. So my alternative was actually a starlight projector that you could bring into the room that could give you that feeling and that immersion when you wanted it. But if you didn't want it, if you wanted the room to feel a little bit brighter on some days, you could change it up. So that would be my recommendation there on ways to bring in the stars, because we know that is definitely a feature, especially in this billboard. But yeah, so that is my Stranger Things inspired bedroom for you guys. Definitely leave a comment down below if you would do anything differently, if you would change anything, if you kind of like this layout that I had and you feel like it does kind of evoke the emotions of Stranger Things in this room. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, okay? We are moving up. Okay, we are at 400 and something. I don't know what 400 it is at the moment. Please forgive me, but it is happening. So please, 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 I really, really appreciate it when you guys give this video a thumbs up, because it helps other people like you find my videos. And it really just shows me that you guys like actually appreciate what I'm doing, and if there are other things that you want me to do, it kind of allows me to like filter through my content and see what was liked more than other things. So yeah, please give this video a thumbs up if you like it and you want me to continue doing more videos like this. And then also, you know, hit that subscribe button so that you guys can join the fam, join the journey. And like I said, I'll check in with you guys in my next video. Bye.